Hello, you lovely lot. We are back once again. We've just finished with the European sector. Now we're going to move over to North America. We've got 4 maps, and my God, are they absolute bangers today. We see the return of the teams from Ukraine, and they're going to start duking it out today. My name is Henry G, coming to you live and direct from Santa Monica, California. And as usual, I'm joined by James Bardo, DDK. Do you have a nice lunch? Do you have a nice game?
Not really.
No.
I didn't eat any food. I just played a game of Counter-Strike. Wasn't very good.
No, didn't work out. You had a good lunch though. Saw that. Looked lovely.
I played some Quake.
Some Quake. Nice. Quake Live or Quake Champions?
Champions, yeah.
Nice. Anyone still playing that or?
I was playing Instagame against bots.
Yeah. There's no one even online anymore to play.
Well, it's just, I didn't even check.
Fair enough. Not worth it.
I've got no idea what's going on.
Well, you could talk to bots or you could talk to the internet, Dan. How would you communicate with us via the internet?
Yes, if you want to communicate with us and join in on the conversation, go to Twitter and hit up at ECS. Hashtag ECSS6 and check out, of course, csgoleague.com for all the information, all the juicy info, all the tidbits about the season as its ongoing schedule, and all of the leaderboard goodness as well.
Now then.
Where's my Scrabble key set? It still hasn't arrived.
Is this supposed to be today or what?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can build it before the end of the show.
Patiently waiting. Patiently waiting.
We're also waiting for the finals to commence, James. When are they?
They are November 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. 4 days now in Arlington, Texas. The esports stadium still being built at the moment. Fancy blue lights will be constructed, among other things. So look out for that. Arlington.csgoleague.com. Get down and get some tickets, get some beef, get some brisket in you. Texas is good for that.
Texas is good for a lot of things, and also what is good is the fact you can get FACEIT points just by being here, just by watching. No other effort really is required. You have to go through this one simple process. See that big button at the bottom that says Get Loot? You can click that. You can hook up your FACEIT account to YouTube, and all you have to do is sit back and enjoy the show. All of the driving. Easy. We've given away, what, 4 million points so far?
Yes.
We're going to give away a lot more before the end of the season. So make sure you do it. If you're watching anyway, might as well give it a go. And make sure you have a FACEIT account as well. It's the best place to play, I believe.
It is.
It is.
You believe it because it's true, Henry.
I do. It's the only place I play.
We just launched the Latin American hubs.
Nice.
It's crazy. They've got a hub for every language in South America, Latin America, if you will. It's awesome. All the details can be found on the FACEIT Twitter or on the Reddit as well. It's great. It's good stuff.
There we go. There's all the admin out the way. Well, actually, we do need to look at the teams first. We should look at who's going to be playing.
The leaderboards.
So, they're not ready yet. So we're not going to do that. We're going to talk about something else. I could have stuck it. I didn't find a way to. I paid myself a recorder there. As soon as I said it, they weren't ready. So
you would think they'd be ready by now, though.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
But no.
Apparently not.
So, Daniel.
Yeah.
You're going to help me out here. What have you got for me? Got anything interesting that happened to you recently?
Well, it's just generally.
Yeah. Give me a story. James has always come up with interesting things. You never bring anything to the table.
What about you? Tell me about the tattoo that you got. That's a bit special, isn't it?
I got a massive eagle on my chest right there.
Look at that.
That is from the most, the biggest artist in LA. It's called Romeo Lacoste. He has like 1 billion followers. He's considered the best. Yeah. No, he's got like 2 million.
I'm a big fan of Lacoste.
2 million.
Yeah, 2 million followers.
Okay.
He's considered like the best artist in Los Angeles. I was very lucky. FaZe hooked me up with the hookup. They managed to introduce me, told them what I wanted to do, and instead of having to wait 3 years, I got in within a week. So sometimes being famous helps out a little bit.
Yeah. So you said, I want a massive eagle on my chest.
I didn't even say that. I said to him, look what I've got so far. I want to do the most biggest and extravagant thing we can do on my chest. And he goes, well, I want to do a massive eagle. And I said, yeah, let's just do that then. There was no rhyme or reason behind it. That was pretty much it.
That's pretty cool.
I'm getting the rest of this done in December.
By the same artist in Amsterdam?
Yeah, so with the girl who's done these ones so far, so the way I do it is like, as they start an area, it's theirs. So she started this arm, she's finished it, she's going to finish this arm as well. He won't be able to do the rest of my chest or torso because he's so in demand, but I'm going to keep that all black ink, and then it's all colored as well. I'm lucky I work in a job, it doesn't really matter. I think
so does she just do what she wants as well?
Yeah, I haven't really chosen any of this before. We turn up, I say I like nautical things, and I like the animals that look like they're angry and aggressive, you know. So scorpions, spiders, tigers with daggers in their heads, snake on the back, which some people might not ever see.
I haven't seen the snake. I don't really look at you from the back.
Yeah.
So.
Well.
Oh, there's a hand there as well.
There's a hand holding the snake.
Nice.
There you go, Dan. Well, we filled some time now.
Are you going for the full body? Like
we're going to do everything from the neck down, I believe. I don't think the neck is
everything.
that.
Well, legs as well.
Yeah, legs as well. That's an easy one.
And arse.
And my arse with your faces on it.
Oh, that's really good.
I could have James and Dan.
I don't want to be on someo's arse. People crap with their asses. Why do they want to be on my ass?
Where would you like to be, if anywhere, if you had to be? On my face?
The inside of your leg.
One
Like
of
here.
each
Not
cheek.
thigh, but like there.
Okay, right there on the
Yeah,
calf.
somewhere around there. I'll take that.
All right, maybe I'll do that. If one of you...
Yeah.
No, I won't say that.
But what happens when you're completely...
Getting dangerous.
Yeah.
But you've done everything.
Sure.
Then do you just get new ones, or is it just the end of the
Well,
journey?
we've done everything, Dan. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You can't
Because I
get
feel
any
like
new ones,
it's
can you?
it's an addiction, right? To some extent, it's like it's addicting.
It's addicting, yeah. I wouldn't say
So-
like I said at night going, I've got to get another tattoo, but I want to get more. It's like I like the way they look. It makes me feel good about myself, and I think the artwork's awesome. So it's just like, why not? Keep going.
So I
You've
got
got it-
skins in Counter-Strike.
Well, this is I was about to say, like you love buying shoes and keyboards and skins. I spend just as much money on pictures on myself. So it's like I can't really talk. Everyone's got their vices and stuff they like to do. What is your vice?
But it's I don't. It doesn't have to be a vice. It can be just be an expression way to express.
Sure,
yourself.
but it's like something like I love spending my money on, which is not required, right? It's just like
Yeah, but
very
that's
expensive things.
It's fun.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah.
You might as well spend your money. What do you?
I mean,
spend-
these building keyboards cost me more than twice it would cost to just buy it from retail.
Sure.
But this is better. So
Yeah, I've got the poker at home. I'm not sure if that's a poker. I don't know what that is.
no. It's the profile is the same.
Sure.
The case is similar, but all these parts are separate. This is an Underglow keyboard with
Is
a
that
carbon.
sorry, that's the brand Underglow.
No. It's a literal
Oh,
Underglow.
okay. I thought you were saying that earlier. I thought that's what it
No,
went,
it
but
has
maybe that's
lights.
a brand.
No. This is all different pieces. So
Sure.
this is some one-up board. This case is just a plastic case. It's a carbon fiber plate. It's all sold separately. Silent switches, all different pieces.
I bought the Logitech one recently, the small one. I had one of these before. I can't stand there's no arrow keys for some reason. I know you can change them around.
You
I
can
don't
just
know.
have
I
a
don't know. I don't know
function.
about that.
You
Yeah,
can
I know,
program
but
it
it's
in
like I use them. So I didn't realize how much I used them. Like it was like
Oh, really?
it got antagonizing. Like
That happened to me
it's
as
just
well.
like,
I only use arrow keys in console to
No,
use a historical
I do a
command.
lot of emails, and I found myself I do a lot with the arrow keys. I realized I'm trying to do emails like, damn, I can't actually do anything right now. I have to press function and bugger around with that. So I like those keyboards. I love the size. It's just like the Corsair one I had, the E65, is that it?
K65.
K65.
I had that as well. Yeah.
I've had a few of those. They've been brilliant. But then, I don't know, the control key sometimes dies on them. So I've got a Logitech one to try it out. I've got the Logitech wireless mouse, so trying that out as well. They have a combo.
The one I have on the table, the ice cream one,
Yeah.
has arrow keys as well.
Well,
That's
that's
it.
nice. That's what I
Yeah.
need. If I can get one of those with the
It's
arrow
like a
keys built in.
68%, I want to say.
I like that really heavy one you had as well.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I want to get one of those because I need the arrow keys as well. I realized.
Yeah, White Fox.
It's-
That you can. They're available at retail now.
I've just got some very interesting news.
What's that?
So Liquid will be playing with their coach. Sorry, who is unavailable or who's? Twist is having problems. So-
Oh, is it sickness problems?
Possibly.
Okay, just some issue.
I think
of
just an
some kind.
issue. That's what I've been told, and Zeus is going to have to fill in. So that's maybe just the first map only.
Okay.
So that's not ideal. That kind of throws away any theory we're going to do about the game.
Yeah.
Completely. Zeus did play CSGO, maybe right at the beginning. Never been a top player or anything like that. He's just represented some very low-tier Brazilian teams, and I'm not sure he plays CS at all these days. I have no idea. I speak to him a lot.
Did we
Never
look at
mentioned
the
CS.
He
schedule
watches
already?
Dragon Ball Z.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's good. What do you say, Dan?
Do we look at the schedule already? Because I don't think
Oh,
we've
no,
done that.
No,
we
I don't know
tried
if
to.
they're-
Wasn't ready. We're having a bit of a.
right.
Something's
We're having
broken
a
in
bit
the
of an issue
back.
right now, so I'm trying to. You're
Yeah,
breaking
Dan,
the
stop
fourth wall
highlighting
of the
it,
dunk.
Dan.
I've got this under control, Dan. Let me handle this. You do your thing, and I'll do mine.
Nice. Okay.
Let's just talk about what we have got today, though. We've got NRG Liquid, which will be the first matchup, and it's Cloud9 versus Cole. I guess we can let's just get into the team chats now, while we're waiting for everything.
So what are the teams? I was just staring at my keyboard in there.
NRG Liquid to kick things off. So it's the
Okay.
first time we've seen NRG in the league so far. They've been to plenty of tournaments the last couple of weeks, specifically Star Series. We can look at the leaderboard now, so we can start to see
There we go.
some of the narratives involved in ECS Season 6 here in North America. Liquid, no surprise there. At the very tippity top, NRG at the very bottom. Those are the teams that we're going toe-to-toe today. And looking at more interesting results, Space Station 1 and 9. They were the winners of our hearts, so aren't they? They really have
Yeah.
done well in that respect.
I made a video of an execute they did. Apparently, it was an old G2 execute from a few years ago on Cash.
Oh, really?
With all their POVs. It's up on my
Nice.
YouTube now.
That's cool.
Which one was it?
Towards a
Well,
B-bomb site.
I'll
Yeah.
show you later.
Yeah.
Or look on my YouTube, Daniel, and you'll find out, won't you?
And these
Don't
are the
forget
games.
to subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe. At James Bardolph, I think. What is it?
Nuke, Dust 2, Mirage, and
Ooh, nice
Inferno.
map pool.
Cloud9 complexity. Okay, so there's an interesting opportunity then for NRG to exploit.
Well, it's not an
Zeus.
opportunity. That's maybe even a lock-in. if the coach is
I
playing.
mean, Twist is a very key player. He
Yes.
wins a lot of rounds for Team Liquid, so that's interesting.
Well, it's not 100% confirmed, but let's have a look if he's on the server.
Where's the FedEx guy?
we're not on sync today.
He's just trolling you.
Zeus is playing. This is not ideal. Dan, over to you.
Yeah, so definitely not ideal. Twist, obviously, probably the superstar of Team Liquid. If you were going to call for one, it would probably be him. So Zeus will be standing in the center. He did a great job when he's done that in the past. And, well, they're going to be walking straight into Massacre. All right. Well, we'll have an interesting game on our hands just because NRG, we haven't seen them in the league just yet. Of course, NRG are an incredible team. They have a lot of youngsters, a lot of young talent, including the likes of Cirque, most notably the Bulgarian Beast. And, of course, even players like Ethan as well. But I would say Breeze also want to look out for of the younger talents. And this team is just maturing. They have the structure, they have the individual ability, they have the more older and experienced and mature look at the game from Daps. It's a fantastic team to be a fan of right now.
Nice. It's been a while since we've seen Cirque. Obviously, this is the first game they've played this season. I feel like we're missing a few pictures here of the NRG players. 5 versus 3 for NRG at present. Cirque having fun with the scout. There's some nice drilling from Fugly, some free fire. Yes, the P90.
It's out.
Didn't see it often enough.
Extra kill. Well, you don't get the kill reward for that weapon, unfortunately. It's only $300.
Got to put a Death by Kitty skin out there.
I had one of those back in the day.
It's the best. It's one of the best skins in the game.
Yeah.
I just named my P90 World Star.
Nice. Well then, I thought it's always been gutting going into these ones. It's like, well, team that probably aren't going to win now, considering on the teaser. Then the CT start, maybe you've got something to talk about there. The fact they've started T-side and lost the pistol now, I just don't feel like there's going to be much to talk about. Remember, Zeus had to fill in for them before. He actually was the highest headshot percentage rating at, I think it was E-League Boston. Where he had to play.
It was Boston.
He was just playing like CZ only. And
it did super well.
Yeah, he actually did a good job. So I forgot about that fact. So he definitely can play CS to a decent level, but I just don't think he'll be in form right now. I think that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, he's not Twist either.
No.
And the CZ has been nerfed too, so.
True.
Twice since then, at least.
Not twice. Nah.
Well then, Sid, it's time for Cirque to just warm up, really. Warm up time. It's so satisfying to fly around with a scout because of the moving, the speed at which you move. Units per second. Is it units per second?
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. English. Just about speak it. I'd probably fail the Britishness test.
Is that a test?
That they put on the foreigners, yeah.
Oh, you mean the citizenship
For
test.
Naturalization.
Britishness test. There's the CZ of Zeus. We talked about it. It's the only thing I can tell you about him as a player.
Gone now.
Why was he playing for them at that major? I can't remember why.
Let me see. Who was he replacing?
Because I wasn't available, Henry.
But there was a main reason. Was there something bad happened, or? I have no idea.
I really can't remember, actually. I couldn't even tell you who was not playing. So long ago.
Automatic signature looks so sick on that gun. So he scratched off the sticker part.
So it's just his name?
Yeah. It looks clean.
Where are the Bardolph stickers?
I know. Where are all of our stickers, Henry?
I know. As soon as I quit casting, that's when they're going to start doing them.
Can you quit?
The moment I quit, I know that's when it's going to happen.
The people need them. Especially off my face.
Or even if just a voice pack. Give us that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's actually funny listening to some of the soundboards that have come out.
There's some great ones for you too. There's some absolute bangers.
I think Anders ones crack
Anders
me
are
up
my
most.
favourite as well. They're great.
It's just...
Exorcism quotes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like he is possessed. A man possessed.
With the love of Counter-Strike. Anyway, Nafly with the AK-47, CZs, Deagles. Zeus will know all the strats, bear that in mind. So it's not that they'll be completely lost. He'll know the smokes, what to do, how to play. He just won't have even 15% of the aim Twist will.
That's reasonable, to be honest. No offense to Zeus, but Twist is that good.
Yes, that's more what I'm going with.
the gum chewer.
Twist might be the best player in North America.
Yeah.
I think he's. I think I'll stay with that statement and say he is.
Most talented. Maybe not. It's difficult to quantify best.
It is true.
Most talented player, yes.
Yes. So it's always a joy to watch him play. Alas, he cannot be with us today, so hope everything is okay on his end, and we get to see him in the next games in the league with Team Liquid. And NRG, they're off to a great start here on the CT side. Liege has been consistently going for creeks in the games that we've casted up his, which is fun.
And Orgs as well. I would say it's map dependent, but well, Nuke will be added to those maps, at least for the Krieg. The Org I'm still not sold on. Hasn't suddenly become a better gun, but
yeah, no one's really purchased it or anything, have they?
apart from Liege.
Is it just a Liege? Oh,
And
that's
Tony
right.
Black.
Tony Black, is he giving it a go?
He was wrecking on Mirage with
with
the Org last week.
It's
Tony
good.
Black.
It's good.
Oh, they've got their entry. 2 players taken out by the CTs. Breeze still alive somehow. A collection of frags for Fugly. And that is a 5-0 for NRG. Looking difficult for Team Liquid on the T side. It's so weird seeing a face, just a clear face on Counter-Strike. Like Ethan's model.
Oh yeah.
It's just odd to me. He's always got masks or sunglasses or gas masks.
I think maybe they'll release model packs at some point. You could have like 5 James models. That'd be pretty good.
I'm waiting for the scuba unit then. Combat diver unit.
Hunting knife.
Canals, I mean, come on. Where are the combat divers at?
Well, they've given up on canals now.
Yeah, they got rid of that, mate. It's gone.
Well, they removed it from competitive, but it's still in casual.
Do you think it's coming back?
They ain't bringing it back.
Do you think they're bringing that back? That horror show of a map?
I don't know.
I think I do.
I enjoyed playing it.
I know you did. You're the only person I've ever heard say that.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, no one else really tried.
Exactly.
That's part of the problem. That's part of the curse.
I agree with that. No one plays it.
Yeah, you got to force it on people.
Just put it into the actual major map.
Put it in a
Say,
major,
you know
yeah.
what? You're playing it now. You got a month to practice. Oh, Daps. He's been practicing for years. This is not looking too good, is it? You can see Liquid early uncomfortable. And the thing is as well, one thing I will say, I've been in this position before myself. Technically, they can still win the game, right? But your mindset just goes in such a dark place when you notice it's about to happen. You get yourself all psyched up for a big game and you're ready to perform. And you find out this is happening and you just kind of accept the fact you're going to lose and know you can't really be asked anymore. Like, I've had this a few times in my career, this is happening. You just can't really be bothered. It's like, well, we put all this practice in just to play a game by the actual team. It's very disheartening at points. I'm not saying they're not trying or anything. It's just like it's difficult to keep yourself focused.
Even if they are to go 0-2, which they may have done anyway. NRG are one of the best teams in North America now.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Twist may appear for the second game. I don't know. But I think like they will still be very, very, very likely to qualify for LAN. Ooh, Daps pulling out the Org now. Playing close quarters, which is interesting. I need to practice the spray more. Well, out they go towards the ramp position. Ethan with his spray down. Good for 3, leaving Nafly and Nitro alone, looking for their first round. This one, it's fair to say, is unlikely. We see Daps now with the Org. No. Well, we did earlier, but the last kill will go to Breeze. Brezzy. Notorious for being accused of hacking. And then picked up by the same guy. Quite the rare timeline.
This is a pretty clean 7-0 so far.
Yeah.
So this is an AK now, that's good. And
oh, this is like Twist sitting down, so move out way, bro. This is done.
Oh, he's on a server, boys.
Maybe he didn't have some buttons bound.
Didn't have his crouch bound.
Exec twist.cfg.
Test.
DDK on LAN. Lads, I haven't got a crouch button.
that was... Oh, there we go. Oh, but the time is now for the Org. Maybe the Org first, though. Oh, massive to do some work here, isn't it? Bomb down. Get the scope out, boys. Time to find some heads. And instead it'll be the Krieg. This is Counter-Strike now. Kriegs versus Orgs. Dogs versus cats. We've got it all.
Horse versus chicken.
Yeah, if you like.
NAF line lead remain. And there is the Krieg putting in work. 100% armor penetration. Ooh, he's got the Julies out as well. That is very brave. They simply do not work for me. Has Cirque died yet? I don't know if these are... Oh, no, he hasn't. No, of course, it's on my screen. That's why he's got Julies. The Medusa.
Should save the Julies. Though it is Cirque, he can always make it work as he pushes forwards. With the AWP, unscoped. It's awkward. Oh, the timing. That's so sad. Oh, well. First round for Liquid, very nicely done. But the money is pretty nuts here for NRG.
It's not bad, is it? You got
billing all over the place.
4 players of 5 digits. Krieg looking pretty tasty.
It is. I'm a big Krieg fan. He's got his spray down. He's got his spray game on point as well. The recoil control. I buy Julies purely because the skin for them cost me over £100.
It's not a great reason.
So buying a pistol round with a smoke, but I don't know how to use them. I don't know how.
Stop buying it then. There's only one.
No, Henry, it's a really nice skin. You don't understand. It's nice.
It's real nice. Just gotta get yourself a nice Glock fade, mate.
I've got a Glock fade.
Well,
obviously.
That's a lovely skin.
I'm not using a Glock on a pistol round. On a T side, I use the P250. It's only CT side.
Mate, get yourself. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Cirque will open things up. It will be double kills with the AWP. And we'll see a 4 versus 3 ensue. Breezy will be holding towards the hut. If you're just joining us, do not adjust your sets. This is correct. The coach Zeus is having to fill in for unknown reasons. There are an issue with twists. And Zeus got a kill. Just 1 to his name so far, and 1 round on the board. So every time he kills, seems to translate to a round victory. Let's see what happens though. Great position from Fugly. So difficult to check this without expending utility. Let's see whether he can be good for a couple, perhaps. That's tense.
They'll surely check it is a pretty common.
I don't think they will. I don't think it's checked as much as you think it is.
Oh man.
Don't expect someone to be hiding here like this, but Nitro is aware that the possibility is there.
He's kind of like, it was almost pointless now, but now he'll hear them throwing utility at least. So that's going to cue him to move. But obviously, he's possibly letting them get a little bit too far down there because they can plant safely. He's almost got nothing for this now. Let's have a look. There it is. Well, he denies the plant, so that's absolutely everything, to be fair. And now, 20 seconds remain. Doesn't look like they can be able to do much with this. And it's confirmed. NRG. Oh, Zeus. Up and about. Good for 1, but that's it. A1 reset comes in. And we're back to no money.
Penniless town.
It's quite interesting that Cirque, like, he flicks, almost as though he's about to kill the guy, but then double scopes to then do another flick, another adjustment. It will happen very quickly. Pretty cool. Upper rush, glad. C-sets in hand. Only Elish operating with the Tech 9. And now he's the only man. And now he's...
Solid stuff.
He's dead.
9-1. Almost 9-1-1. But it's just 9-1.
Almost, yes. Another eco, perhaps. Not the best game so far.
No.
Maybe we need to interject with some of our classic banter we've been having all season.
Perhaps it's...
Zeus AFK again.
Perhaps it's turned into pug mode.
Sorry?
Perhaps they just like, oh, let's abandon the strats.
Yeah, maybe at this point, like, I would be so tilted at this stage anyway. It was like, guys, let's just at least enjoy ourselves, run around. We're not going to win. Let's...
Yeah, depending on how integral... Well, I'm sure, I mean, a team like Liquid supposed to be very integral, but okay.
Yeah,
maybe
like,
we hold the L. It is what it is. Just go and take that radiation from the Cedar Creek. They should do. There's like some companies there are some companies in confectionery and other things which sell water, which is quite controversial in the US, where they're basically like taking all the resources from towns and draining creeks and lakes and things. It's cool to have like a map based on that.
From what I heard, I might have misheard this. I believe Twits on his own PC at home has a Windows issue, and that's why he couldn't get on. So
oh dear.
That's all he's trying to sort out, and hopefully business will resume as usual after this.
A Windows issue.
Well, presumably he lives in this area, right? They've got the office. Get down there, son.
I don't know if he lives in this area.
I assumed he did.
Like Tarek lives in New York, technically speaking, but you know, their place is on Newport Beach, down here. So
maybe he doesn't live here then.
maybe he doesn't area.
I just saw their office. I thought they all did enjoy themselves. I have no idea.
I thought so too, to be honest. I had to go back down there. The sunglasses there. So, having at them again. Another nice pick. The second flick will miss, but he's got a third in the bag, and the bag is growing ever still with the fourth and the rounds.
What's in the bag?
3 kills in the round.
Some chunks of death.
It's all chunky in the bag.
Lots of chunks. Bloody chunks.
Whoa.
Chunky in the bag. I cooked scallops yesterday. They were chunky.
You cooked them?
Yeah, with instruction from Dan's girlfriend. But they tasted, texture-wise, like breast implants. So I think I'll just stick to salmon.
How do you know? Never mind.
I've seen them, not in real life, on TV and stuff, and I just imagine that the texture will be consistent with the scallops I cooked yesterday. We've got a fast play into the A site from Team Liquid. And there's a spray down from Breeze. He's ready, holding down the hut position as well with fire. Fire is not recommended. It will burn your hair and maybe also your skin. Teco is the last man standing now. And he's gone. So if you've ever seen like a picture or a video rather of a traditional breast implant, I just imagine that the texture of the scallops I cooked is similar to how I imagine that would, not I imagined prior to this, trying to eat a breast implant. Anyway, 12 to 1.
There we go. That's the kind of entertainment value
banter
I'm trying to bring to the broadcast. I just have to suggest we'll bring some banter, and it all comes out. As we'll see the upper rush now. It looks like they might have given up the strategies. Let's get stuck in, boys. Rush upper, and we'll see whether we can find any frags whatsoever. It's working out a little bit at least, as Elige and co are isolated by the vents. They lose the bomb. It's all falling apart slowly but surely as the kills keep being delivered through the smoke. There's nothing that can be done, it seems. Elige will at least pull one back, but Ethan might have his number at this point. Will he? Well, looks like Nacho might have a round here. 1 versus 1, but not for long. 13-1. That was a bit more exciting. Take some of those.
That was fun.
Many shots were fired.
Yes.
By a number of different players.
It's true. This map is going to be over very quickly.
There's so much action from that one smoke. It reminds me of like when you're playing like 30 versus 30 Dust 2 and there's like a smoke down on the choke point and then people just spray for like a minute.
Oh god, those servers.
P90s.
Dust 2 were just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Augs. It's
Auto snipers.
auto snipers. Okay, well Cirque's just lighting them up.
When you see a man standing on the roof, you know something's wrong. No one stands up there anymore. Around the outside is Cirque. Oh, never mind.
Bye-bye.
The Legion needs that racing skin for the Krieg. It's so sick. It even says, around the scope, it says Olivia Racing. It looks beautiful, Henry.
Olivia?
Yeah.
Was that in reference to anything real or just...
No, because they had to change some things, right? Like, I think one of them had like martini livery and other things, so...
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
What's around here for Liquid?
Or is there? That's a... Never mind. That's his dead. P90 for the win.
Well, Zeus didn't do too badly considering Taco and Naf only got 1 more kill than him.
Yeah. Both those kills were in the same round as well.
Were they?
Yeah.
Pretty high impact round.
Yeah. Well, 13-2, and again, if you are just joining us and you're like, what the hell is happening? Zeus is standing in for Twist. He's having a Windows
Maybe
issue.
he forgot his password. You know, you can with Windows. There's some funky ways to sign in now. You can do like something where you don't have to use your passwords. I forget what it is, like with your phone or something. You can sign in with your phone with Windows Authenticator.
Yeah, the authentication app is pretty good.
Maybe you should try that.
There we go, Zeus.
Has he tried turning it off and turning it on?
I didn't want to tweet him and say that, but maybe it's time.
I don't know well enough to troll him like that. If it was Nafly,
Wouldn't appreciate it.
Yeah. I can't tell. I don't know that he would get it. I don't know. What else could we suggest? Defrag.
Oh, it's weird that you see their faces.
A hard drive defrag. Classic fix for all issues in the early 2000s.
Oh man, I remember having to do that every week.
Yeah, my PC was a nightmare for that.
Disk cleanup.
Disk cleanup. Malware removal.
Delete temporary files.
Spyware.
Spybot, yeah.
Clear the temp folder. Temp folder was the biggest issue.
Or remember the Steam thing? Client registry.blob?
Yeah.
That was always the fix.
Ah, yeah.
I haven't been told to do that for a while.
I hated having to always like hack the registry to get rid of Windows acceleration and stuff like that.
That was always the worst thing. So good with my modern mouse.
Dude, I didn't even have a mouse pad. Forget acceleration. I had this crappy mahogany table, effects table, not really all. And I just played without a mouse pad. Then I went to my first LAN and I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh my god, my sensitivity.
I remember like the way I got into like, I guess the next level. Like it was in 2004. SteelSeries did this thing on their website. You buy an Intelli mouse 3.0 and the plastic mouse. What was that called? The one they did. Remember that then? The plastic SteelSeries mouse you could buy.
Yeah, the FunkPad.
They did that in a bundle, and I put those together. And I thought, wow, this is so sick. And I remember that was a change of everything. That's when I started taking CS seriously.
Actually, I had a similar experience.
And my dad brought me a headset at the same time. I was like, wow, I'm ready to go.
Oh!
Bye-bye.
Oh! Good thing it's got a cap on. I would like to see people using the double nades through Squeaky into main, track that Versus Pro used to do. It's really cool. First guy bounces a HE off the wall to clear the door open. Second two, deliver two HEs and a molly goes in and other things.
I had the MS 3.0 and iSmack combination, and that was pretty
I had an Intelli mouse.
Damn sexy.
I had no mouse pad.
The 3.0 was an amazingly good mouse for its time.
They re-released it this year.
Yeah.
Not sure if there's any difference. But,
that doesn't even need to be.
And what it does, the sensor would have the same issues as the original because you have to overclock it for Windows 10, which is not possible anymore.
Yes.
So I would assume it's the same shell.
What do you guys, what polling rate do you use?
I used to use 500 on the 3.0, but I use 1,000 now.
There's no reason not to use 1,000 hertz.
Well, on the older mice, it would burn your USB port out.
I think on USB 2, actually, it would cause problems. USB 3 is okay, but USB 2 would have some kind of issue.
For anyone who's just listening, USB 3, the blue ones, always put your mouse in that one. High data, low latency compared to the standard ones on your motherboard. They should be reserved for
charging cables,
charging your printer, something like that. Anyway, 16-2. We're obviously having a little bit more fun than usual with that one. It's one of those games we knew it was going to be this result. Coach play might not sound like a big deal, just one player removed, but it changes the dynamic of the entire game, especially one of the most strategic maps we have, which can be Nuke. So unfortunately, Team Liquid have to let that one slip by. It's the first game for NRG in the season so far, and I guess it's a bit of a hollow victory. They'd like to prove themselves against these teams. They've probably fancied themselves on their level, and unfortunately we don't get the best game. But we did hear that Twists will be returning for the second map. That's not confirmed just yet, but it's a Windows issue he has, and unless he's got severe like hard drive,
open the windows, close the windows,
fragmentation going on, I think he'll be fine.
You know, you can't use the FACEIT client and anti-cheat if you have a cracked version of Windows.
Makes sense.
I'm sure his is real though.
You should be paying for FACEIT and Windows.
Absolutely.
You know?
Give to receive.
Windows is not expensive, you keep it for all your life. Anyway, especially things you use every single day.
Maybe he's going back to, like, you know, everyone likes XPs. Maybe he's trying to use that.
He must have an old PC kicking around, or go to a friend's house. I'm sure he can work it out. He's probably got, to be fair, he's got half an hour to sort it out.
He can use mine.
I think he's in Canada, isn't he?
Oh, never mind.
That's his whole thing.
That's his thing.
There's not really much to break down there. I will just say this, though. Hopefully we'll have a much better second map for you. On paper, this was looking absolutely epic. Liquid versus NRG. It'll be Dust 2 next. We're going to give it the full half an hour, I think. We're not going to accelerate this. We'll make sure the twist is actually there, ready to go. And we'll be back in about 29 minutes. We're going to forget this one happened and come back. I'm going to do all the hype again. I'm going to do all the build-up, same questions, and we'll do it all over again for the second map. See you there.